And welcome to the celebrated nightly news of Calaveras County. My name is John.
And I'm Kim.
And we thank you for stopping by on a Tuesday night.
Yes, thank you so much.
And it has been a busy one.
It's been a busy day, yes, it has.
And now, you normally cover a lot of the other goings-on besides county government stuff.
The fun stuff?
Yeah.
Let's see, something kind of exciting where there are still seats available. I thought I'd bring this up real quick for Ironstone Vineyards. Saturday night, KNIGHT, roundtable dinner, which is kind of fun. Going on this Saturday, July 12th, for a Saturday night roundtable dinner. It's a rowdy celebration. Heritage Museum will have a unique display of armored
suits, medieval period swords, and more. All they ask is that you leave your sword at the door. Oh, so you can't bring your sword in. You can't bring your sword in? No, you can't bring your sword in. You have to leave it at the door.
That's no fun, is it?
They're going to include a 3-course dinner by, of course, the ever so popular Chef James Lehman. Reception begins at 5, dinner at 6:15.
Now, kind of speaking of leaving your sword at the door.
Yes.
They're kind of interesting. If you over to county government office, they have brand new. It's kind of like you're at the airport.
Oh,
security
really?
things.
But they don't have the kind where they can see you naked, do they? When you walk through like they do at the airport.
I don't know.
Bald
I
and naked.
certainly hope not. Because we'll just let it go at that.
You know, the ones at the airports now, they see that you're basically bald and naked, right?
Yes. If you know where we're going with this, why are they talking about this? If you haven't seen it, there's a new form of X-ray machine that basically, and I know guys of a certain age remember this. Remember there was a remember in the old days they used to have the old X-ray glasses things.
Mm-hmm.
You know those
yes,
things.
Yes, I do remember this.
Well, now this is actually that.
Okay.
But for most people, clothes are really a good thing.
Yeah.
You know, because I can just imagine if you're one of those traffic, the people at the security at the airports.
People that work there. Huh?
Yeah, hundreds of people walk through, you're like,
Some might be like, whoa, you never know.
Oh, that'd be few and far between. Be like, ouch. Visuals they didn't need, all that kind of stuff. So, anyway, little bit on county government stuff this morning. We attended the Board of Supervisors meeting, and one of the things is, and hopefully my wife doesn't get mad at me for saying it this way, is one of the things we like to on our site is when we started doing our site, we like to talk about happy stuff. Yes, we like to talk about what's going on. We'd rather talk about the Arnold Parade, the Moke Hill Parade, Wally than the government stuff. And the last couple weeks, if you don't follow local politics, is basically we're going through one of those implosions in county government that you see like every 20 years. And this is not one of those things to where we don't like to spend as much time on this because we want to focus on the events are coming up. We want to get people up here for the weekend, have fun, because at the end of the day, Calaveras County is a wonderful place to live. Mm-hmm. It has, if you go from Copperopolis up to Bear Valley, the entertainment options are myriad and vast, and there's some with all the wineries and Murphy's. It goes without saying, and that's what we like to talk about. It really is. That said, yes, basically, it's been a train wreck coming. Last week we saw a little bit of it with the comments at the Board of Supervisors meeting. Today was the wreck, and basically the pieces.
I guess we can just say what happened at the meeting. They received the grand jury. The grand jury released their final report last week.
Yes.
There was some things there that they wanted investigated, right? Or they wanted to, investigate. Is that what you call it? I don't know.
Yeah, there were complaints, grand jury complaints.
Okay. Last week that were brought up at the Board of Supervisors meetings, and today they had a large amount of people there for public comment that expressed their opinion.
There was probably, the gallery today was packed. It was, all the seats were filled in the gallery. Plus, they had people sitting up with the Board of Supervisors in seats up there, and also they had people overflowing out into the area behind the thing. So, it was comments. Just comments went on for an hour. I mean, we shot
These comments were related to what the grand jury report has found. What they felt were valid points on the community development agency
and other things.
Yes,
I mean, but those are that was the explosive topic.
Mm-hmm. But there was also an interesting topic that came up right in midstream about some birds.
Yes, there were. And let's see. You know what? I should probably see if I can find the birds because
it wasn't all heated. Part of it was good, right?
Oh, of course. Now let's see if we can find the birds. Now this is
let's not scroll through a family slideshow though while you're doing it. How about that?
You don't want to see a family slideshow? Oh man, that's no fun.
Okay, while you're looking for that, I'll talk about a few more things.
Well, I guess we shouldn't because his plight was serious.
It's cute, but it was very serious to him. Yes. Very serious to him.
Well,
and I wouldn't like it either, probably, living next to that many birds. Would you?
There was a man who was upset about his neighbor's birds.
Yes, yes.
And the birds were making so much noise that he has several different types of medications.
Tell the audience what happened.
Xanax, Lunestra, Lunesta. I mean, basically had 4 things lined up. It was classic. It really was. Because he was upset, and justifiably so.
There was all this heated discussion going on about all the other things that are going on, with the county government right now. And then this gentleman came up, and
that was the fun thing.
That's what was going on in his life. And that was important to him.
It was also a good reminder. Because in the midst of all this, where you have very intense stuff where political futures are on the line, people's jobs,
it's very sad,
careers.
Actually. It really is.
It is. It's a real train wreck. And there were people from the community that are commenting on it. People.
It's hard to hear.
Yeah, commenting on stuff and going forward. And in the midst of all this, it's public comment, so anybody can say what they want.
Yes.
And that is what true free speech is.
So
you're allowed.
Got up
and that's free speech.
Yes,
it's public comment. He can say anything he wants.
It was just funny the way you described it.
Well, it was funny because everybody's really on guard. Mm-hmm. They're just there's tension so thick and
it's just sad.
Yeah, it is.
But the man got up and
he was complaining about his birds.
The birds next door.
The numbers may be off by a little bit.
I guess this was the second time to public.
Second or third.
Public comment
yes, and he was upset because originally he'd come to the county when they had 40 birds.
The neighbors had 40 birds.
Yes,
okay.
And that was too noisy and too loud.
Okay.
And the county recommended that something be done about that and backed him up on it. Now he was back, and they're up to 120 birds.
Yes.
And he started off, I think there was something like, "Excuse me if I'm a little cranky. I haven't slept in like a year and a half.
18 months.
I haven't slept in a year and a half. All right."
So then he brought out all of his pills.
Right. And this goes to show if you're a supervisor, everything's your fault.
Yes, it is. I mean,
everything.
It's true. They have a hard job.
It's tough because everything was your fault because he lined up all 4 of the medications he was currently on. He brought his own timer to make sure he stayed within a allotted time limit. And basically, but it also goes to, and it also, I think, and he was just, he went on down the line. It's like and it's the government's supervisor's fault that he's on all those medications because they didn't act.
What kind of birds are they, for goodness sake?
I missed that part because I was going out of it.
Those peacocks are loud. We saw some of those yesterday. My goodness, they are loud. I would be annoyed too by that.
But they had like 120 of them, so that was
120 peacocks. No,
probably not peacocks.
Chickens, or what he called them birds.
I believe so.
Okay.
In fact, we need to go review the tape to make sure we don't mess up on the bird story.
Yes, we do.
Yes,
that was a little lighthearted.
But it was also a reminder to all of us that no matter what else is going on, importantly, what we think is important, the most important things to any of us are what affects our personal life. I mean, it's like that is the most important, whatever that's going on globally.
That was the most important thing that was going on for his day, and all these other things really.
Yeah. And also one of the things we want to say is, with the stuff that's, we'll just drop it and move on, but for one of the things that the county government, we wish everyone involved the best, and we hope everybody comes out on the other end of this thing, in a better place. Maybe better career opportunities or otherwise, but we hope everybody the best in this because it is, it's been ugly, and it's this morning in public comment, it was a good thing if you were there and listened to some of the stuff. If you're just following local county government, one of the things that came in it also. And we'll move on. But one of the things that came out today
what happened today.
Is Supervisor Tom Tryon released the grand jury complaint that he made last year.
That he filed.
and there were some pretty strong allegations against against some of the stuff in county government. Now it's like 4 pages. It's 4 pages.
Okay.
If they want to look at it, they'll have to come to
Log
the
on to our
site,
site.
and look at it. But it also explains some of things. A couple things that it was talking about was the circumstances that led up to Tom Mitchell moving on to Mendocino County as CAO. And also it explains some of the grand jury recommendations about chain of command at the county, and maybe suggestions on why things need to be run through the CAO's office, just for better county government.
All right.
And that's it. And I also hope that after today's meeting, things settle down. I hope things
I
after,
do.
at least the public portion of it settles down.
Because everywhere you go, this is all anybody's talking
Everybody
about.
can get
Even
back
on
to-
the 4th of July. It's just kind of sad.
Yeah, everybody can get back to doing what they're doing.
Yes.
Let's get back to having fun.
We can get back to some happy news.
Nice in the nice cool weather outside.
Yes, that's what I was going to talk about next.
Yeah, the nice cool
Feels like you're walking
weather.
into a sauna out there. This
Yes.
is my worst nightmare. I'll stay inside all day and go out. Actually, you can't even go out this evening. It's so warm. There's actually the public health department sent out a press release today, preventing health problems from high temperatures and smoke in the motherlode. Temperatures are expected to be above 100 degrees this week. They're stating it's going to be it could reach 113 degrees tomorrow in Angels Camp. Smoky conditions from the wildfires continue to create air quality concerns in areas of the county. The Calaveras County Public Health Department is advising residents to take steps to avoid heat, illness, and smoke exposure. Some of this I actually liked. They said I really didn't have to do any housework.
Oh,
during
looks
this
like
time. Yeah.
looks like actually the high temp for tomorrow has dropped.
Oh, good. Well, it's dropped to 110 instead of
Yeah,
113.
110.
Okay.
Yeah.
Extreme. Let me see. Residents should watch for signs
no,
and
it's
symptoms
gone up.
of heat. 114.
Sorry, we're interrupting. I'm pulling up the National Weather Service pages here because we wanted to. While we're on, we might as well run down them. Go ahead.
Extreme heat
Sorry.
is expected to continue through the week with little relief in the evenings, which is still very warm out there right now. Infants and children up to 4 years of age, the elderly, and people with chronic health problems are at risk of heat illness during periods of very high heat, says Dr. Dean Kalada, County Health Officer. What I liked about this, though, it says you should avoid vacuuming,
Avoid
which I
vacuuming.
liked, to basically rest inside in an air-conditioned room.
So generally, my
basically
lifestyle is recommended. Don't do
Yeah.
anything. Just sit inside and type.
Limit physical activity
I
and
do that every
exertion.
day.
Reduce indoor pollens like tobacco smoke, vacuuming, using paints or solvents. You don't have to worry
I don't
about
do
that.
any of that. Yep.
No. People with asthma really need to be careful. Our son has asthma, and it was affecting him this evening when we were outside. He said,
I don't exert
I
myself.
don't feel good. Set up a buddy system for daily checks on elderly relatives, neighbors, and friends. Spend time each day in an air-conditioned place, even if you don't have air conditioning at home. Children and pets can overheat in less than 5 minutes.
Wow.
Well, no, I can imagine that. Can you imagine? It is so warm out there. Drink plenty of non-alcoholic liquids. Avoid a high sugar and caffeine, which you haven't been doing. You've been drinking your caffeine still.
I have.
How much water have you had today? Plan exercise and outdoor activities during cooler times of the day. So, I felt good about the no vacuuming and staying inside of the air conditioner. I didn't feel guilty for not doing those
And I
things.
do my part to not exert myself.
Yes, heat stroke is a medical emergency. It can result in death if not treated quickly. The signs are body temperature over 103 degrees, confusion, headache, dizziness, nausea, or loss of consciousness. Act immediately to cool the person off and call 911. So that's kind
My
of scary.
dad had mild heat stroke one time.
He did.
We were out hauling hay.
How hot was it? Real hot.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, we were out hauling hay in the middle of July, and
What happened?
he got what he referred to as the thumps.
The thumbs?
Basically, a pounding headache, just pound, mild nausea. I mean, it was pretty ugly. Now, while we're looking at temps, this is what you're looking at. All right, we'll start in Arnold.
You've got patchy smoke everywhere.
In Arnold, it's patchy smoke with a high of 104 tomorrow.
In Arnold?
Yeah,
You've got to
81,
be
103,
kidding me.
77, 99, 72, 95, on out through Saturday.
Has it ever been that hot up there?
I'm sure at some point. And tomorrow in Bear Valley, close to 90, 64, 89, 64, 89, 63, 82, and down into the high 70s on Saturday. Murphy's. Yes, Murphy's. 110 tomorrow. 77, 109, 73, 105, 70, and 101. So it looks like as we get into the weekend, we drop down into still triple digits, but at least closer to normal.
Goodness sakes.
And I have to say, I don't remember it being this hot. I mean,
No.
it's
not
okay.
not over 110. I don't ever remember.
Angels Camp forecast to be 114 tomorrow from the National Weather Service. 79. Oh, and it's going to cool down to 113 on Thursday night, 76. And cool down to a relatively cool 109
On
Friday
Friday.
and only 105 on Saturday. So,
Okay.
only 105, right?
Yes.
All right, for our friends in Copperopolis, 110, 112, 110, 106.
Just going to be an oven. Okay, let's just put it that way, right?
And according to that, if you don't have to go outside, don't.
Stay. I mean, it's like unbreathable. I mean, you can't even breathe it. It's miserable. So
Very, very ugly.
there were a couple of fires today,
Which
which were quickly contained
Which is
thanks
very
to our
cool.
firefighters.
Yep.
There was a 1/2 to 3/4 acre vegetation fire on Andrew Lane across from Highway 26 in McColmy Hill. Thanks to quick response of crews, the fire was contained with no structures harmed. There was also a hazardous situation at Murphy's Fire Station 2 where they had a propane leak.
propane leak.
A propane leak was reported at Fire Station 2 at Main Street on Murphy's. A heavy propane smell has been stated by residents in the area. Please use caution. I'm assuming they got that fixed. There was a 1/4 acre vegetation fire in Dorrington. Fire contained, thank goodness. And that was actually, the fire was staying on the ground and no structures are being threatened. Crews must travel through the Golden Pines RV Park. Please keep clean. Okay. Fire contained. CAL FIRE
this
has
is
stated
raw.
a 2-hour mop-up crew will be on scene. Great
And some of the
document.
stats, if you read this for breaking incident, this
It's
is
right,
probably
it's right, it's right,
raw
it's
scanner
right, it's
traffic.
right from the scanner,
Yeah.
yes. Let me see. We also have a video of all of the public comment section today from the Board of Supervisors meeting.
Yes, we do. Hour and 44
Yes, we
minutes
do.
of it.
We have the Tom Tryon's letter. What else? There was another, let me see, there was an escape debris burn that occurred July 7th at Highway 4 and Darby Russell Road. Which are not supposed to be burning right now, are they?
Do we want more happy news?
Let's get to this. Let's talk about some happy news. I know
Okay.
this is
All right.
depressing.
Okay, one of the things we would like to say thank you to Vern Johnson, who teaches
Yes.
the audiovisual class at Bret Harte. And he let us post online a converted copy of their DVD they're doing that they had done for the graduation this year. And they did just a phenomenal job, and Kim's been telling me how much I need to learn from them.
Maybe
Right.
can you? I wonder if you're too old to attend his class.
I don't know.
His video production class. Are you?
Maybe, I don't know. But they do a really nice job. Basically, it's this nice musical accompaniment running down through. It's a very lighthearted tone. All the speeches, and I think the kids that go through this class are very well
Yes.
served. I mean, it's very nice. Does it make you want to go back to high school? No? And we have the speeches. Let's see. It's very nice. Here we go. Buffering.
Okay.
I think.
And Michael Spouse, rocking chair, played first place.
There we go. So, it only runs an hour
And our
and
scholarship will
25 minutes, so if you have nothing else to do
Yes.
for a couple hours,
Exactly.
go watch it.
All right.
It's worth it. It's worth it. It really is. To catch some of the looks on the kids' faces, really priceless. Really priceless. It's very, very cool.
We don't want to forget tomorrow night is also concert music in the parks at Greenhorn Creek.
Yes,
the
it
Cowboy
will be.
Band.
The
Yes.
Cowboy Band.
Yes. Night on the Green, I guess.
And
you
we're going
would
to
call
try to
it.
bring that to you live.
We are going to try. We're going to do our very best. Sometimes we get there and we have problems that we don't.
Occasionally.
Last time we couldn't find power when we were in Copperopolis. That was a problem, right?
Yes, we needed power.
Yes.
We were in search of a power outlet. And just like our friend with the birds, my wife was trying to give me a Valium. But to no avail. Right?
Of course.
You were like, take a chill pill. Because, you know what? We do take trying to do a decent job in this stuff seriously.
Yes.
And we try. So.
You try.
And also, we we have time for one
I
little...
was just going to talk about Wines of the World tomorrow
Okay.
evening at the Murphy's Historic Hotel on Main Street. Guests will taste many award-winning gold medal wines from the 2008 Calaveras County Fair. That's kind of neat. That's from 5:30 to 7. Presented by the Calaveras Wine Grape Alliance. That's tomorrow evening. We also have a new advice columnist, Ask Jenny. So if you have any questions that you'd like to ask her, she's basically...
Just ask.
Just ask.
Just ask Jenny.
Ask away. You just go into the comment section and type your question in, and she usually responds within 24 hours.
Very cool.
She's having a lot of fun with this. So.
And with the last week's one, there was like 100 and... I'm trying to find the Stephanie Marino, the general plan update video.
Yes,
It's got to be here.
That Paul Moeller provided for us.
Was it?
Yeah, I don't know where. I couldn't find it earlier either. So
What was that? I know...
it was...
Well, we'll find it,
It
here
was
real
earlier
quick.
today. I didn't think we actually put it up late last night. Paul Moeller was so generous to provide
Yes,
us
one of
with
the... Thank you very much.
Yes, he's been so kind. And we also have another video we need to put up that he provided us.
Will be another angle on the Arnold Parade.
Yes. He is
Because
such
I
a-
was at one end. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yes, and he was at the other end, right?
That's right. So
Okay.
you'll get it from two angles.
All right.
And that's coverage.
Okay. Did you find it?
Here we go. Let's see. This is good TV.
Yeah.
This is really good TV.
We have a new What's She Up To Now with Tammy Beilstein
Yeah.
on our website. This is when she attended the concert music in the Parks in Valley Springs.
Now
Here
this
we
one
have
runs about 9 minutes.
This video?
Yeah, so
who
we can
actually
watch a little
interviews
bit.
her?
It is. It says his name right here. Here we go. It is. This was shot on July 3. So if you're looking for the Mike Hazelhofer.
I don't know who that is.
So here we go. And if you're looking for the latest information on the general plan update process, this is it.
This is Mike Hazelhofer for Calaveras Community TV, and we're here
This one is-
today again
Oh, no,
for
thank
our
you.
monthly update on the general plan, or update on the general plan update with Stephanie Marino, Community Planning Development Director of Calaveras County. And Stephanie, what can you tell us about the general plan update and where we're going since the last time we met?
We have a lot going on. There's a whole hodgepodge of things happening in the community right now. In addition to the community planning meetings that are happening, one of which is you're very familiar with, Mike, down the Valley Springs area. I hope you talk about that as well. There are a lot of meetings happening throughout the county that the
Sorry for her right now.
stakeholders and the residents are coming together to start talking about things, and I think that's great. Even though we're not having official county meetings right now, we're not scheduled to have those again until the fall. This is a perfect opportunity for people to start
And
brainstorming
Paul always
and
goes right up
thinking
close,
outside
which
the
is nice
box
about
and
his
talking
videos.
about the baseline and things of that nature.
If you ever
And,
videotape me, I'd
we
say
really
stay
welcome
far
that.
away. You're not allowed to come 10 feet, 10 feet close.
County-
Not any closer than 10
Our
feet. Right?
Yeah.
So this is a nice video with her, and she talks about the current...
The update process
update
to get
process,
the
yes.
general plan update process, how it's going, the next steps, and so we've got like a minute left, Kim. So what?
Okay.
What do you?
I guess we can talk about some fun stuff going on. Let me see.
One of the
There's a
things.
planning commission, Angels Camp City Planning Commission meeting on Thursday evening at 6 p.m.
There we go.
Oh, Thursday evening is also the Calaveras Visitors Bureau dinner at Angels Camp,
Nice.
which is where they announce
The annual,
the winners. Don't they
the
announce
annual
like
stuff and all the new board and all
the new
that
board
stuff.
members and what else? Let me see here. They will hold there on July 10th at 5:30 p.m. The Calaveras Visitors Bureau will hold their annual dinner at Camp's Restaurant in Greenhorn Creek. This will be a night of festivities, including award announcements and a
All kinds of
chance
stuff.
to meet the members of the board of directors. So this they
I
nominate.
wonder if they'll be signing autographs.
Do you think? You
Maybe
mean-
you could get you. I bet if you went to
Yes.
the dinner, I bet you could even get an autograph with one of the new incoming board members.
Yes, you might be
What
able
do you
to,
think?
and also the people that are receive the awards. Maybe
And you could, and I know you could probably get an. I mean, now Daryl Slocum's a new board member.
he is. Wow,
Steve
I didn't
Markle
know
from
that.
Moore's, and I bet if you go, it's like, man, they talked about you on the news.
Yes.
Can I get your autograph? You know, it's just and I think they deserve it because it takes a lot of time to serve on these boards and everything else. So I think they should. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, it would be. I think that would be a good thing.
Yes. Yes.
I think so.
do too. Okay, are we done?
I think we're pretty close.
Next week we're going to be broadcasting from somewhere exciting. We're not going to tell you
We'll
where.
see.
You have to guess.
We'll see. It may be exciting.
Yes.
It should be really
Yes.
cool. And we want to say thank you very much.
Yes, thank
and
you
we
so
will
much for
see you
stopping by.
tomorrow
We'll see you
night.
evening.
And go buy something locally
Yes.
tomorrow.
Yes,
Yeah,
shop
go
local.
shop out local.
Shop
Go
local.
buy something. Anyway, good night.
Good night.